Welcome back, profit takers. It's Victoria here with another episode. Today we are going to talk about how to lose a prop firm account. So we're going to talk about 7 things that you can do that will absolutely get you to blow that account. Okay, so I don't know about you all, but when I first heard about prop firms, I was like, gosh, Doggett, where have you been all my life? Or like, I think the prop firms, are excellent to help to train you to be disciplined. And we're going to talk about all this stuff here in these 7 things, right? So it can be very exciting to get into a prop firm. You're like, boom, I can leverage my skills. I have this huge, profit potential, which is absolutely true, right? But when you approach it, you got to approach it with caution and discipline, okay? Because you know that these prop firms have their own set of risks, their limits, all that stuff. Lot size, some of them have lot size limits, daily losses, overall account losses, and of course the drawdown. Okay, so many traders make mistakes. Those mistakes, like I just mentioned, right? If you are not approaching it with caution, that can lead to losses, and then of course blowing up your account. So let's get to it. So the first thing that you want to avoid, right, is over leveraging. That's one of the biggest mistakes that traders make. Using excessive leverage. Leverage allows you to control a larger portion size with smaller amount of capital, but it also amplifies your losses. So, it's awesome when you can buy an account for $250, $400 instead of just using $400 in your own account, because you're not going to be able to use that much leverage, or you're going to blow that account instantly, right? So the general rule of thumb, it's recommended to keep your leverage below 5%. Some people do 3, right? So you can do 3, 5, or 10% depending on the trading capital. The second thing to avoid is lack of risk management. So we all know that, a lot of traders fail to set stop losses. Some people trade without them. I trade without them very, very rarely, right? Because there's times where I put the one on and I go to sleep and it takes me out, and when I wake up, it's going in the direction I was headed anyway. So that causes you to do what? Go ahead and move the stop, right? I've done it. I moved the stop, and then guess what? I'm stuck in a damn trade. I'm like, God dog it. Why did I do that? I should have just took it out, right? So you don't want to do that, guys, because it's going to also put you in a situation where you're revenge trading, right? Because you didn't put your stop loss. Now you're hedging. Now you're looking for something else to trade so that you can get your money back. And now you're completely sabotaging your whole plan for the day. And then your potential to lose your account becomes even greater. Okay. So you want to make sure you have a comprehensive risk management plan. Stick to it, right? Because that's going to lead to long-term success. Number 3, ignoring the news, your fundamentals, your technical analysis. I'm big on H4 as my bias. I watch the Forex Factory for the red folder news. I like to trade after the news. Sometimes I like to trade before the news if I can make it in with the London, right? Sometimes you can get in some good trades then, because New York usually has all the majority of the news comes in the New York session, right? You want to study price action, the patterns. You want to, I'm big on I'm big on counting the days after the peak. That's the way I like to do my analysis. And then I write down everything that's happening that day after the peak, the first 2-3 days after the peak up to the 4th day, right? So the 4th day is the day where you can have your breakout, fail, trend, or reverse, whatever. Okay. Number 4, over trading. It's another one, very big common mistake. So that's basically taking too many trades, right? Without any justification. Now you may have your analysis done. The market might tell you, you don't. And then you go into where the market is going, and then the market is like, oh, gotcha. And then now you're like, what the heck? And usually that happens when there's a lot of news, or maybe the market's ranging. So that can happen then as well. Or if the market's just moving real slow and it's doing this really trailing up of this channel, because sometimes when you're in a channel that happens too, and you're like, what's going on here, right? So if you find yourself stuck in one of those type of situations, you just want to get out. And that's a Steve Murrow thing. He says two hours into the trade, and if nothing's happened, just get out, because they probably have a plan for something else. Number 5, lack of a trading plan. All right. So you want to make sure that you have a plan, guys. This is a business. We're here to make money, easy money. In order to do that, we have to have a plan, right? We have to have a goal that we're going for. We have to have our strategy in check, and then our risk management rules and our routine. So whatever markets that you're going to be trading, that's where you're going to be trading. Okay. So without any of those, you're going to make impulse decisions. You're going to have no discipline, and then it's going to lead to quick losses. All right. So number 6, you want to adapt to the changing market conditions, meaning if there's red folder news, like again, trade before the news, or trade after the news, or trade the day after the news. Okay. Because you want to be flexible. There's plenty of opportunities in the market. Why jeopardize that day, that one day of news, right? Why jeopardize that hour of news? Sometimes you can trade after the news and get some good movement in the market. And sometimes it's slow, right? But just be flexible. Okay. Number 7, the most important one is lack of emotional control, being stoic, right? Because emotions play a significant role in trading, and failing to manage them results in poor decision making, impulse trading, and here comes fear, here comes greed, and then here comes overconfidence. Trust me, I've seen that. I've been overconfident, and I put in more lots than what I should have, and then I got myself in trouble. Okay. So it's crucial to develop emotional control and discipline in your trading approach. Keep your emotions in check, and avoid making those impulse decisions based on fear or greed, because we've all wanted to YOLO, FMO. Is it FMO? Fear of losing out. I don't know these acronyms. All right, so stick to your plan, guys. Stick to your risk management rules and be stoic. All right. So those are the 7 things, guys, that you want to consider and make sure you implement in your trading when it comes to prop firms, especially with prop firms, because you're going to blow your count, and then you're going to feel a certain kind of way about yourself, and it's not true. Okay. You want to make sure your trading plan is solid. Once you find a plan that works for you, just stick with it. Again, the market conditions are what is going to make you feel like it's not working when that's not the truth. That's not true. Okay. You want to make sure you use appropriate leverage. You want to practice appropriate risk management. That's like a whole thing here. Risk management. I mean, you got to keep that in check, guys. Okay. Because again, we want to be here for the long term. That's the mindset that we want to take with trading. So if you're here just trying to make some money now and doing all that, that's not going to work, right? You have to continue to practice. You have to continue to learn. You have to continue to spend time, continue to have discipline, continue to be stoic, right? And all those things are going to help you to be successful in trading Forex or any market. Helps you protect your prop firm account from any unnecessary losses. So with that, guys, I really appreciate you hanging out with me. Until the next time, guys, take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.